It is Saturday night hockey here in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, and we are live at Cockburn Ice Arena for this matchup between the Perth Inferno and the Brisbane Lightning, two informed teams. Perth Inferno have won 9 straight with a 10-1 and 1 overtime loss record, and the Lightning are coming into this contest with 5 wins in a row with a 9-4 and 1 overtime win record. And it's two teams that are definitely looking for finals and looking for that pointy end of the season with plenty of talent across all lines. I am Andrew McDougall. Alongside me is Ben Chalker. And Ben, we're set for a big game tonight.
It's going to be a slugfest, mates. Two of the most informed teams in the competition this afternoon. It's going to be fantastic watching.
Absolutely. And we have seen so far this season as well, Sasha King, who we predict will be in net for the Perth Inferno, has played all 12 games for the Perth Inferno, has been absolutely outstanding. A goals against average of 1.98 and a save percentage of .907 with 1 shutout, Ben.
Yeah. Kind of tough to lose many games when you've got that backstop on you, especially with that kind of consistency across 12 games. Tough to beat. An imposing task ahead for Brisbane this afternoon, but they've got their own goaltender at the pointy end of the leaderboard. Kayla Arthur sitting on 918 save percentage, so it will be tough sledding for both teams to put pucks in net this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. If Arthur does get the nod to be in net for the Lightning tonight, we'll have King and Arthur against each other, and both with a shutout this season, which is very, very impressive.
Yes, plenty of fun and interesting puns with that name lineup too.
For the Perth Inferno, Sarah Salmons is still once again standing out for the Perth Inferno, as Salmons does each and every season. 27 points, 13 goals and 14 assists. Absolute star of this competition, Ben, and just racking up the points and the goals again.
Yep, sitting in 3rd place on the league-wide leaderboard heading into this afternoon. We'll see how much movement has gone on there after the conclusion of today's games. We'll keep the results of those to ourselves for the time being. We'll let anybody catch up on those games before they tune in to us this afternoon.
And one thing for the Perth Inferno as well, just like to shout out Aspen Cooper, who did shift from the Adelaide Rush to the Perth Inferno this season. Getting the nod for the Australian women's national team recently as well, so fantastic as well to see Cooper get the nod for that.
Excellent
for that team and get a cap under the belt.
Yeah, always good to see fresh faces rotating in through those national teams. It's a good sign for the game in the country. And to see them coming from all corners of this particularly wide continent is a good sign for everybody involved. Most of all for us, mate, because we get to see more and more high-level hockey out of local players. It's fantastic. As much as we love to see our imports come in and put on a show, it's even better to see local products developing and being difference makers on this biggest stage.
As we will pause now for, I believe, national anthems.
I'd now like to invite Alicia Kelly to the microphone to do Thank you. Could you now please be upstanding for the national anthem, sung by me, Cat Chris. Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and wealthful toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair. Now for the captains from each team, please.
The pre-game ceremonies are complete, and we are not too far away from the opening puck drop. As we have a ceremonial puck drop now. The two captains, Nita Crompton for the Brisbane Lightning and Catherine Bailey for the Perth Inferno. And for the Brisbane Lightning, a big star has returned recently. Emma Rutherich returning to the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, the former Boston University alumni player. 16 points in 4 games since returning to the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, and has really released the shackles a little bit with Lindsay Clinic as well, who is on a 4-game point streak in that span with 12 points. And the addition of Emma Rutherich into this league can't be understated. Ben was a star a couple of years ago and has just returned into this season, all guns blazing.
Yeah, that's an impact return, certainly for the Lightning, for the league itself as well. Obviously, draws a lot of eyes to the competition, and obviously that is huge news for Brisbane. Themselves on the back of a successful homestand last weekend.
Absolutely. One thing to note as well, Ben, we should make note of before the opening puck drop here, is it is the John Kennedy era for the Perth Inferno, taking over the reins at the head coaching position. So we'll see how the Perth Inferno come out this weekend under the new boss.
Yeah,
but what do you think that'll do for this Perth Inferno team?
I have to think it's not going to slow them down, that's for sure. The Inferno were, if you'll forgive the pun, already red hot when the coaching change took place. I can't imagine there's going to be terribly many changes on any fundamental level made. It's going to be very much more of the same out of the Perth Inferno for the time being. The only thing that's really going to change is probably the mood. You know,
a storied hockey career in his own right as well.
Absolutely. He's won at every level, at everything he's put his hands on, has wound up better after he's handed it over to the next person in line. So no reason to think that this Inferno side will be any worse for the wear for his inclusion.
Absolutely, and we are underway in this first period as the Brisbane Lightning, they just dump it in. They go in on the forecheck, just trying to retrieve that puck along the boards. They try and get a shot towards goal. It does deflect out to that far side. It's the Perth Inferno trying to clear their own zone. They do now. They wrap it around the boards. As players come in and collide, digging away at it now. The Inferno do win out. They try and go across ice, but the Lightning do a good job just to get a stick in there to keep it in the zone. They chip it back in. Bailey's there for the Perth Inferno. The Lightning have it though, down low, looking to feed it up front, up into the high slot there. Now Sarah Salmons breaking away, just feeding it back in towards Reader. Just chips it into the corner. The Lightning get back there defensively. It's in behind the net. Mahoney now, just trying to play that off the boards. It bounces back to her own skates, able to clear it now. The Inferno do hold it up in the neutral zone. Makes its way into the Perth zone. It's a shot there from the neutral zone. Forces King into a save. Getting down low. Bit of a battle on the red line. The Lightning win that one. Puck now, just in that corner. The Inferno win it. Trying to feed it out. The Scala gets caught up in the skates. Salmons has it now. Just chip it up that right wing. Puck goes out of play.
Good forecheck here from Brisbane thus far. They're keeping Perth on the back foot a little bit here in the early frame. Excellent energy out of the Brisbane side. I'll be happy with their start so far.
It's the perfect start if you're a travelling team, travelling across the country, coming into
especially
this
all
rink.
the way out west, yeah. It's a long old trip out to Perth, as I'm sure both sides are perfectly well aware of. Perth having to make that trip themselves a little bit more often than everyone else.
Absolutely. They feed it back in front and King gets down, makes a good right pad save. Lakoviak now dumps it in to Bailey behind the net. It just cuts back. Holds onto the puck now. The Inferno captain. Try to go across ice towards Malcolm. That's cut out by the Lightning. They'll just try and dump it in, but it does get off by the Inferno. Malcolm just lifts that one up. Trying to go out to that right wing. The Lightning do a good job again through Clinic in the neutral zone. Holds onto the puck now. Skates down that left-hand side. Takes the zone. The left circle. Goes in behind the net. Protects the puck well. Still has it, does Clinic. Feeds it down low. Back to Clinic. Looks to get a shot away. And it sort of deflects and King gets down and makes a save.
Good defensive stick there from Perth defence that sort of bobbled it up into the air. As we see here on this replay, an excellent zone entry from Brisbane. They're doing an excellent job of marshalling everything through the neutral zone here so far. Perth really not being able to stretch out the ice and make those long passes, as Brisbane are doing an excellent job of getting in the way and really shutting down those passing lanes between the blue lines.
The Lightning win off the face-off. Mosman just gets a little wrist shot towards goal. It's still loose. They feed it back up to the blue line. Mosman again. Just another wrist shot towards goal. His body's in front to block it. It's loose puck now. Trying to get a stick on it. It was the Lightning. They couldn't. And now the Inferno take this one away. McKenzie. Now back the other way. Mahoney just gets to the red line, dumps it in, forces King into a save.
Interesting bouncing shot there. Maybe made some of the home fans a little bit nervous.
Played that across ice. Goes off a stick into the Lightning zone. Able to control it though. Try and feed it up that left wing. Goes out to the neutral zone. Onto it first. That's Abby Brown. Skating hard. Getting to the puck down low. The two number 23s there. Brown and Bailey. Bailey wins the puck. Finds Scala. Scala gets stripped of that puck by Clinic. Pulls the brakes on. Then tries to dump it down low again. Bailey putting on the pressure. Salmons gets back there. Feeds it in behind the net. They go back the other way. Clinic on the forecheck. Doing well. The Lightning doing a good job to keep the puck in the zone. Wuthridge is there as well. They win it again. The Lightning. Wuthridge now gets a quick shot towards goal. That goes wide. Back up to the blue line. Just a bobbling puck from Rapchuk. Goes out to the neutral zone. We have a whistle for the offside.
Just ever so slightly offside there. Unfortunate for Brisbane. Continue their effective forecheck here. Really making the Perth defence really think about everything that they're having to do inside their own zone. And to their credit, Perth are staying nice and calm and patient, making good decisions in their own zone.
We are seeing early as well, Ben. Number 3, Lindsay Clinic. Number 71, Wuthridge, already connecting on a few plays.
Yep, they are making themselves very obvious out on the ice. Marvellous to see.
Now the Inferno looking to go on the attack. Just get to the red line and dump it in. Malcolm try and go in on the forecheck, but it bounces off the end boards. Forced into a save.
Nice easy stop there. Probably the smart move from The Inferno there, try and disrupt a little bit of the momentum that Brisbane are building here, get themselves an attacking zone face-off and try and get a couple of shots on the opposition net, because it looks like Brisbane have forced King into 4 saves so far, according to the little clock on the big board. None.
It is Katie Meyer in net for the Lightning as well. Bailey now holding onto the puck and skating through the neutral zone. Takes the blue line now, still has it. Bailey feeds it back towards the slot, looking for a teammate. No one there. Fisher trying to feed that forward. The Lightning do well. Cut that one off, get a shot towards goal. It was Scala that goes wide. The Lightning now trying to clear the zone. They can't. The Inferno do a good job. Webb just dumps it back in. Navatsas is there for the Inferno trying to forecheck. Puck goes out the other side. The Lightning trying to control that puck to exit the zone. They do now. Mahoney just gets to the red line and dumps it in on King again. Seen that a couple of times already in this game, forcing King into a save. The Inferno just feed it out that right wing, gets tipped in. McKenzie will chase after that one. McClellan. Cooper. All 3 zones on that right circle, trying to cut back in front. Still has it, does Cooper. Back up to the blue line. Noddle now. Top of the left circle, gets a shot on goal, and Meyer makes a save.
First one on the board there for Meyer. Be happy with that one, but taking a minute. Excellent piece of play here from Perth. Again, nice and patient. Making sure that they're selecting their shots and very deliberate in their attacking zone posture so far. I'd like to have a few more shots on net, I imagine, but for all of the forechecking, they still seem under control when they do have the puck.
Cooper behind the Inferno net, tries to feed it. Fisher cuts that one off, cuts back, down low. Tries to bounce it off the boards towards Callum Bokus. It's a weird bounce, gets past the Lightning defender. There's Gooning getting back there to support, and there's another shot towards goal for the Lightning from that left circle. They still have it. Wuthridge now trying to collect it. Gets worried off the puck. It's the Inferno through Reader. Just at a red line, a little backhand pass into the zone. Fitzgerald now has had a fantastic season. Nice pass to Lindsay Clinic. Tries to get a wrist shot on goal, gets deflected. Wuthridge now collects the puck, tries to feed it back in front. Still has it. Wuthridge now looking for Fitzgerald. Just gets disrupted on the shot. The Inferno now able to relieve the pressure. Go out to this right wing. Get a wrist shot towards Meyer. That goes wide. In the near corner. Both teams just battling away, trying to dig that puck out. Wuthridge plays it off the boards. They would get it out to the neutral zone. They'll make a change, the Lightning. Cooper is trying to chip that one forward. Couldn't. The Lightning now, they go on the attack. Mahoney trying to get on the end of this one. Just wraps that one around the boards. Finds Fisher. Fisher looking for Crompton. Lukoviak. Little backhand pass to Scala. Now Scala's got it now, Salmons. Collects the puck, tries to feed it back towards Scala. Plenty of Lightning bodies there. Cooper just plays it in behind King. And I'll feed it up that right-hand side. Too much on it for Salmons. Cooper, once again, enters the zone, takes a blue line, tries to get a wrist shot towards Meyer. That's blocked. Cuts back at the near corner. Navatsas just dumps it back in low, finds Scala. Crompton's there. The Inferno doing a good job just to drop it back in again. Rapchuk, pressured by Navatsas. Trying to shovel it out the Lightning. Held up at the blue line. The Inferno just continuing to keep the pressure on. Losing the puck in behind the net. Able to gather and control it again. But the Inferno still continuing that forecheck. That was Reader. The Lightning chip it off the boards and out to the neutral zone. The Inferno, they'll just try and dump it in again. Garbutt now, the right circle, looking to get a shot on goal. It goes in behind the net. Still have it now, trying to feed it back in front. The Inferno's a loose puck. couldn't get on the end of it. Webb jumps up. Puck goes out to the neutral zone. The Inferno will have to retreat for the offside.
Oh, looks like the linesman may be indicating that one's going all the way. I may be wrong. But we could be all the way down into the Perth zone for this one.
So some repeat entries from the Inferno. They're not able to get any sort of clear opportunities, though, Ben.
No. What they are managing to do is they're keeping the blue line quite well. Their defence and the strong side wingers are doing an excellent job of keeping the attacking blue line, which is letting them have 2 and 3 opportunities in the attacking zone, which is something that Brisbane have yet to manage for themselves, despite doing pretty handy work gaining the attacking zone.
Face off to the right of King. Bit of a scramble. Both teams trying to win it, losing an edge and slamming into the end boards. Might have been clinic. Lightning keep it in at the blue line and just try and chip it back in. They do keep it in again. They get a wrist shot towards King, who's forced into a save. Just pushes that one out the other side. Wuthridge goes in there strong. The Lightning trying to get a shot on goal. It just bounces towards a slot. They keep it in the zone momentarily. The Inferno able to finally chip it out. Great work from Lakoviak, getting a stick in there, trying to strip the puck. The Lightning regain control. They'll come out to this right-hand side. And they'll just chip it in. Clinic going after it, pressuring Bailey. Just wraps it around the boards. Too far for Lakoviak. Now the Inferno on the attack. Taking the zones, Georgia McClellan. Just losing the puck slightly. Trying to regain it now. Does. Tries to feed it back in front. It bounces off some skates. The Lightning take control, just holding on to it, looking for a passing lane. Goes all the way down the other end of the ice. And that'll be icing.
Unfortunate icing for Brisbane there. They managed to regather it in their own zone. I think that stretch pass just didn't quite land the way they would have liked, obviously. Turned into another attacking zone face-off for the Inferno. They've done pretty good work on their draws thus far this afternoon. Certainly looking to increase that shot tally. You get a good view of the scoreboard there.
Inferno win that face-off. Couldn't get a clean shot on goal. The Lightning now looking for Mahoney. Gets onto the puck now. Mahoney in on goal. Shoots and scores! Courtney Mahoney in on goal. Right circle. Able to lift it past King. And the Lightning take the lead.
Fantastic illustration of Brisbane's speed here so far this afternoon. They've had a couple of close opportunities. This is the first one that really sort of bounced their way. You see there, an excellent outlet pass. And then just a touch on that puck to get it round the defender. And then all speed, top corner. Brisbane ahead by 1.
We have seen some of those passes from the Lightning, those sort of stretch passes, just trying to break the lines.
They've been there several times through the first half of this first period. This is the first one that's really bounced their way. Perth have done a really good job getting in those lanes and breaking up those opportunities, but this time, paid off for Brisbane.
6th goal of the season as well for Courtney Mahoney.
It was the first unobstructed shot that King has faced so far too.
As Brown gets a shot away and forces King. A nice shoulder save. So all the pressure, the Lightning putting all the pressure on the Inferno in this first period. Have the 1-0 lead as Bailey now gets to the blue line. Tries a wrist shot towards goal. That's blocked by Rapchuk.
Both teams completely unafraid to get in those shooting lanes.
Kelly trying to get there for the Lightning. They're able to chip it up and get onto it. That's Wuthridge now. Takes the blue line down that left wing. Gets a wrist shot towards Kit and scores. Emma Wuthridge. Something from nothing. Able to chip it up and get onto her own puck from the defensive end. Gets to the left circle and buries it.
I think that one's taken King by surprise. I don't imagine she was expecting it to come quite from that position out wide like that. As we see again, Brisbane strike on the rush. They gain the zone, and by the look of it, I think that was just a clean shot. Might have been expecting a pass. Just fake
So
it
Emma
out.
Ruthridge continues the hot streak since returning.
Just like that, in the space of 2 minutes, Brisbane. Strong 2-goal lead thus far.
4th goal of the season. 4th goal in 5 games for Emma Ruthridge since returning.
Brisbane fans will be very happy with that. Unfortunate offside there for Perth. It's that close.
That's always the gamble that you take.
That's it. That's it. Sometimes you get away with it. Not this time, unfortunately. The chagrin of the home crowd. Lean on that
Malcolm
entry.
just backhands that one in. Noddle will go in on the forecheck. It's the Inferno trying to get one back here. Malcolm feeds it back in front, or tries to. Gets blocked. Still has a puck. Malcolm has Noddle in front. Goes towards Noddle and bounces over Meyer. The Lightning now trying to control that puck. Falling over along the boards. The Lightning able to break clear into the neutral zone now. The Inferno, they hold it up, and Snoddle chips it and chases after her own puck. They just wrap that one around the boards out to the other side. The Inferno keep it into the blue line. Scala spinning and turning, has the puck now. Tries to get a shot on goal, that's blocked. Clinic now will collect for the Brisbane Lightning down that left wing. Takes her red line, now the blue line. Looks to get a wrist shot on goal. It's blocked in the shins by the Perth Inferno. Salmons now trying to use the speed. Gets held up by Mahoney. Nice little backhand pass. Get a shot on goal towards Meyer. That goes wide. That was Scala. That was a beautiful pass from Salmons. Navatsas drops it down low to Scala. Scala still has it, spinning and turning. They keep it into the blue line as Bailey gets a shot towards Meyer. That goes wide. Webb now. Abby Webb.
Into the equipment.
So Lightning now have time to break out of their own zone. They go to Mahoney down this right-hand side. Score the opening goal of the game, just dumps it in. Abby Webb backhands that one to Bailey. Just chip that one forward. And now Mackenzie now just chips it and chases after her own puck. Right circle, looks to feed it in front. There was no one there for the Inferno. So you can hear the crowd rise. The Lightning, they'll go back the other way. And that is offside.
Unfortunate miscommunication on the blue line there for Brisbane. This is a shot from beforehand as the Inferno try to pour it on, and again, really unfortunate. That one chips up and over the net. So Perth are getting their chances, but all credit to the Brisbane defence. Said a couple of times, really not squeamish at all about getting into those shooting lanes and really preventing the Inferno from bothering the Brisbane goaltender.
The Inferno dump it in. They force Meyer into a save.
He's only the second
Dixon.
one on the board thus far.
Now is an opportunity for the Inferno. They still have the puck. Nice little backhand pass. Couldn't release their hands to get the shot away. There's Lakoviak reading out. Just spins and turns and shoots on Meyer. It's a loose puck in front of the net. They get a shot away. It goes off the right pad of Meyer. Now there's a battle at this left circle for the Perth Inferno. The puck just squeezes out back out to the neutral zone, and Georgia McClellan will take control. Skate into the offensive zone and then just cuts back and holds on to the puck. Feeds that one towards Meyer as a rebound. It goes in behind the net. 5 minutes remaining in the first period. So Lightning bounce it off the boards. McClellan will take over again at the defensive end. Finds Cooper. Cooper just tries to lift that one into the neutral zone. It's cut off by Fitzgerald. The Lightning will enter through that left-hand side. Clinic chips it down low. They try to feed it back in front. It just bounces off some bodies. The Inferno will try and take over. Backhand pass looking for Cooper. The Lightning now collect the puck. Nice little backhand pass to get a shot towards goal. Goes across the crease. And King is sprawling. Still down is King. It's a big collision
in that
there.
inside corner.
Yeah, massive between Mossman and Georgia McClellan, I think it was. Now Salmons for the Perth Inferno with speed. Takes the red line, now the blue line at that right circle. Gets a shot towards Misereve. An opportunity. Loose puck. It's just sitting there. His body's in front of the net. The Inferno trying to get a shot away. They couldn't. Goes out to this near corner. Scala now feeding it back towards the blue line. Gets a wrist shot on goal. And that goes wide. Zoe Webb now can't control it. And the Brisbane Lightning will go back the other way. Emma Wathrich now a 2-on-1 opportunity here. Feeds in towards Clinic. Couldn't get the shot away. Goes in behind the net. There's a loose bouncing puck as Webb gets back there defensively. It's a big opportunity for the Lightning, just couldn't capitalise. It was Lindsay Clinic. The Inferno, they'll go back the other way. Another shot on goal. That was from Mackenzie. Goes wide. Callum Bocas now. We'll just try and lift that one up and out. The Inferno.
We'll see
A high stick is the call.
On there. See this opportunity earlier for the Inferno, attacking with speed, and then again a wide open opportunity, and the Brisbane defence just coming up spades again, really putting body on the line to keep everything to the outside there as Perth begin to claw their way back. Certainly on the shot
count. Yeah, I was just about to say that shot count is starting to even itself out.
Certainly is. It was a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. You know, give Brisbane credit for the fast start, but the Inferno haven't haven't given them any ground at all here. And to their credit, they've stayed consistent. They appear to be sticking to their game plan.
The Lightning now through Dixon. Just feeding that puck back where it came from. Cooper jumps up off the blue line and just dumps that one back in. Riedel going there for the Inferno. Dixon's there for the Lightning. Puck bounces up and down. Fisher now. He's got the puck in between the skates, trying to dig it out. Tries to dump it down low. Noddle goes in there for the Perth Inferno. Against Dixon. Still has it, does Noddle. Still has it. Kept in at the blue line. A wrist shot towards goal. There's a loose bouncing puck. The Inferno get another shot towards goal and they score! Aspen Cooper gets one back for the Perth Inferno.
I said not just a minute ago, it was only a matter of time. Perth finally managed to crash one through the traffic in front. And they do so from the blue line. Comes on the back of a flurry of opportunities. Unfortunately, the Lightning netminder not able to reset after 2 and 3 really solid opportunities in close. Those ones can really
plenty of traffic in front as well.
Well, those ones are a real change-up for you as a goaltender. When you've made a couple of stops in tight like that and then you have a shot come in from distance, it really can take you by surprise.
So the Inferno is starting to... They work their way into this game after a bit of a slow start. Have got the score back to a 2-1 game. Bailey now for the Inferno. Bouncing that one off the boards, looking for Salmons. Beats everyone, no icing. Puck gets held up at the end board. Scala goes in there to help Salmons. Fitzgerald's down there for the Lightning as well. Players just digging away at it. Scala wins the puck, tries a wraparound opportunity. Meyer gets down with the right pad.
2 Brisbane players just putting their body on the line there. As it was, as you mentioned, Salmons doing hard work on the end wall, trying to wipe away that icing chance and then digging it out for the opportunity on that near side post. Inferno doing everything but give up.
Off the face-off. Webb jumps up. Abby Webb jumps up into the play. Couldn't quite control it. Clinic now will take over on that far side. Mossman, that far corner. Big puck battle. The Inferno trying to win it. They do get it back up to the blue line. A wrist shot towards goal. That goes high and wide. Abby Webb now will collect out the left circle, trying to backhand it into the slot. The Lightning, they do well.
Foot race now.
Going forward, getting a shot on goal. King is down.
King making 2 excellent stretch toe saves there. Managing to do so. There's 3 and 4 bodies pile in on top of her on the crease there. And fantastic work to keep that puck out of the net. Also keep themselves safe. Bodies come flying in.
Can't see in the background too, Ben. We hear it when the Inferno go forward. There's a massive crowd in here at Cockburn Ice Arena. It's great to see.
It's fantastic. It's a magnificent rink. I've been fortunate enough to play there myself some years ago. It's a wonderful facility. Wonderful facility.
Wuthridge tries to get a shot on goal. That goes wide. There's 2 chances off the face-off there for the Lightning. King's able to get up and make the save. Fitzgerald now trying to feed that. Great stick in there from McKenzie. Now Garbutt stripping the puck, getting a shot towards goal, and Meyer gets down with the pad and makes a save.
Up into the netting there. See our stoppage. See that last opportunity here for the Inferno. They're starting to really press in on the Lightning defense now, starting to get a little bit more confident and forcing their forecheck into the zone. Try and generate some opportunities for themselves as we see the Inferno now take the lead on the shot clock.
As the Lightning go forward now through Mahoney, just holding onto the puck. Scott Crompton in for support, tries a shot on goal, it goes wide. Crompton will collect it now and just dump it in towards Fisher. Mahoney's trying to get there as well. Georgia McClellan for the Inferno with time winding down. They'll be happy to see this one out, the Inferno. The puck goes up and down. And that'll do it for 1 period of play between the Brisbane Lightning and the Perth Inferno. There was a Lightning coming out of the blocks, firing. They took an early 2-0 lead, and they really had the pressure on the forecheck strong against the Inferno. But the Inferno did work their way back into the contest and got one back through Aspen Cooper. And we have a gripping contest here, Ben Chalker.
Mate, I said it in the opening, it was going to be a slugfest, and we've certainly been treated to the first period as such. The Lightning should be very, very happy with their first period. They came out strong, they came out quick, they got their forecheck established almost from the opening face-off. They jumped out to a quick lead on the scoreboard and on the shot clock. King, unfortunately, I think 2 saves that she'd probably really quite like back. Every goalie wants every goal against back, obviously, but those 2 in particular, really uncharacteristic for her. But
and fast-paced end-to-end hockey as well. No
Absolutely.
penalties in that first period.
That's
And
key too.
We'll see what the second period has in store for us. We'll have a short intermission, we'll have an ice cut, and we'll come back with a big second period. It's the Brisbane Lightning leading the Perth Inferno 2-1. Welcome back to Cockburn Ice Arena. We had an electric first period between the Brisbane Lightning and the Perth Inferno. The Lightning are leading it 2-1. Courtney Mahoney opened up the scoring and Emma Wuthridge got them to a 2-0 lead, and then Aspen Cooper for the Perth Inferno got one back late. As we'll have a look at the stats after the first period of play, as we do see the 2-1 in favour of the Lightning. 13 shots to 9. It was the Lightning all early in that first period, and the Inferno did work their way back into it, and the save percentage for both teams is the Inferno 0.846 and the Brisbane Lightning 0.889. No penalties, no power play goals so far in that first period.
High
between the
impact
two teams.
First period.
Yeah, absolutely.
First period, and I think probably a little bit lucky to get away. Both sides pretty lucky to get away without any penalties called so far. We'll see if the referees tighten up their belts a little bit coming into the second period, but a free-flowing first 20 minutes of action in Perth.
And we'll have a look at the standings. So far this weekend. The Melbourne Ice, they sit on top with 33 points. The Perth Inferno on 31. The Brisbane Lightning in third on 29. The Sirens sitting in fourth position on 19. The Adelaide Rush in fifth on 13 points. As we flip over to the page, the Melbourne Ducks with the 1 point sitting in sixth position.
Potentially a big swing in the standings this afternoon, and indeed into tomorrow. 6 points on offer across the weekend. Both sides stand to benefit hugely, taking any number of
Absolutely
of those into the week ahead. Brisbane lining up ready to come out onto the ice now, serenaded by Guns N' Roses in-house by the sound of it.
Yeah, we did touch on at the back end of that period, Ben. We just had a bit of a camera zoom into the crowd in that far corner as well. And the Perth Inferno, they get a big support here at Cockburn, and it's great to see that whole right-hand side of the glass, 2 or 3 deep. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, well, just behind that section over there, I believe, they've got the restaurant over there down that end of the rink. Memory serves, unless things have changed in the last couple of years, which was a fantastic way to watch a little bit of hockey.
What's your pick off the menu?
Ooh, it's been a while. It's been a while, mate. No, I won't hazard to guess at the moment. It has been a couple of years. I was playing a tournament when I was over there, so I was behaving myself and making good choices and not choosing what I wanted to choose off the menu, mate.
We are not far away from the opening puck drop of this second period, and we have a look at the officials for tonight's game. Referees Sean Evans and Vincent Giblin, and linespersons Owen Corral and Adam Bridges, who are officiating tonight's game.
See both sides milling their way back to centre ice after the team huddles. Can't imagine there's going to be a lot of changes in game plan from either side heading into the second period. Perth, despite the disadvantage on the scoreboard, it's really not super apparent on the ice. As I've said, the Brisbane forecheck has been quite assertive, and even under all of that pressure, the Perth Inferno's defensive structure has been very composed, choosing very deliberate passes and outlets up the ice, and able to clear their zone quite quickly.
As the face-off for the second period, we are underway. We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, sorry. We are live at AWIHL.tv on YouTube. Thank you for everyone tuning in.
Welcome to everyone, wherever you may be. It's a pleasure and a privilege to bring you these games again.
I did see a familiar user in there, Ben, actually, from Frank Lambert from Montreal. It's about 4 a.m. in Montreal. And Frank tunes in most weekends. Marvellous. The question there being, is he an early riser or a late retirer? Start the debate in the comments section now. Wuthridge now for the Lightning going forward. Gets stripped of the puck by Cooper.
Bit of wet ice in the corner there. Brings everybody unstuck.
Goes all the way down the other end of the ice as we see the puck get held up down in the Lightning zone. They try and control it in behind the net. The Lightning now exit their zone down that right-hand side. Too much on that pass towards Wuthridge, the Inferno. They get into the neutral zone, but the Lightning dump it back in. They get called for the delayed offside. They have to retreat. Gives the Inferno time, but an errant pass goes to Fitzgerald, and the Lightning will enter the zone now. Fitzgerald just trying to control their way in, falls over. Wuthridge will take over in that near corner, trying to find Clinic. Clinic will get to it now on the far side, pressured by two Inferno players, and it's Salmons They'll take the puck and just wrap it around the boards. Rapchuk keeps it in at the blue line. Back in. Backhand pass to that far side. See the puck once again. Just stopping in its tracks. It's the Inferno will exit their own zone through Bailey. Looking for a big stretch pass towards Salmons. Beats everyone. Dixon. McKenzie does well to keep it in the zone.
Someone lost an edge on the blue line there. Brisbane defenders.
Salmons now in that far corner. Scala's got it in behind the net, trying to find space and time to get back in front, get a shot away, gets pressured. So Lightning try and chip it out. Inferno do well to keep it in. Scala. Cooper is trying to get a wrist shot towards goal. It's loose in the slot. Inferno control it. Scala again. Right circle, gets a shot and it goes wide. Cooper collects a puck. Feeds it down low. Salmons. Backhand pass. Finds McKenzie who just feeds it across the blue paint. There's no one home for the Inferno. They'll control it though through Georgia McClellan. Just chips it in and chases after it. Jumping off the blue line. A little backhand wraparound. Meyer gets down and makes a save. The Lightning trying to exit the zone. They do, but only as far as the Inferno defenders. They just play quickly forward. They go across ice. Rita wasn't ready for that pass from Garbutt. So Lightning lifted up and out of the zone. The Inferno, they'll go back in on the attack. Get a shot towards Meyer. Takes no chances on the rebound and covers up.
Yeah, Inferno really switching it up. Really doubling down on the pressure here early in this second period. It's almost a mirror image of the first period where we had Brisbane getting in on the attack. Maybe it's just that end of the rink, but the Inferno really controlling the sway of play here in the second period.
Reader just spins and gets a shot towards goals. A loose puck. They're digging away at the Inferno. Puck still loose. The Lightning chip it out. Bailey plays it down that right-hand side. The Lightning will take over in behind their own net, just cutting back. That was Goonan. Picked up game 100 last weekend. Reader now from the right circle tries to get a shot on goal. Goonan blocks that. Noddle tries to get a shot. And Crompton gets a stick in there. The Lightning try and lift it up off the boards. Lakoviak keeps it in and dumps it back in for the Inferno. Callum Bokus trying to stretch to get to that one. Reader pressures on the forecheck. Reader falls over, pressured by Callum Bokus. Noddles there as well as Crompton. Crompton wins the puck battle. Just tries to find Fisher, does. Fisher now out to that right-hand side. And the Lightning will go in on the attack now. Mahoney just pulls on the brakes, waiting for some teammates to arrive now. Just dumps it in as Clinic will go in on the forecheck, trying to pressure Bailey. Bailey now gets held up in that far corner, spins and plays it behind the net. Webb bounces it off the boards into the neutral zone. There's no one there for the Inferno. The Lightning will get to the red line and dump it back in again. They'll go in on the forecheck. It's Wuthridge pressuring Webb off the puck. Trying to control it. Lakoviak does well. Has it now, Lakoviak. Trying to find a teammate. Puck deflects out to the neutral zone. Lightning will have to retreat. Bodies collide at the red line. I have seen that a few times in this game.
Yeah, neither side shying away from a little bit of contact. It's part of the reason we love the game. It's good to see both sides really not being squeamish about it in the slightest. Everybody's blocking shots and really putting body on the line.
Absolutely. LaPlante now will get back there for the Lightning. Spinning and turning, protecting the puck quite well. The Lightning have got the numbers. They're trying to chip it out. Inferno just trying to put the pressure on now. Fitzgerald through the neutral zone. Takes the blue line, tries to cut back in, but great defensive work. Now the Inferno through Salmons, trying to find McKenzie. The pass is just too much on it. Lightning just backhand that one behind Meyer. They'll try and go down the left wing now. Fitzgerald will take over again. Gets to the red line and not sure if that was a shot or just trying to dump it in, but it does get blocked anyway. McKenzie now. The left wing's got Reader in support. Tries to dump it in. Bounces off a body. Still has it. Gets a shot towards Meyer. Has to force into a save and it goes out the other side. Feed it back up to the blue line. Cooper gets a wrist shot towards Meyer. Gets down to the left pad. Saves a loose puck. Garbutt sticking away. It's a loose puck. McKenzie couldn't get the shot away. And the Lightning now just lift it up and out. Down towards King, who just covers up and takes no chances. And then Kelly gives a bit of a snow shower.
Kelly drawing the ire of the Perth defence there. Really making no effort to avoid giving Sarah King a refreshing spritz after a save there. That's a no-no.
That won't go down well with the purple side of this game.
No, it won't. It's a bit like playing with fire there, but here we see Cooper with another excellent shot from the point. Cooper really finding a way to get pucks through traffic on net. And then we see King with a really obvious stop there, and Kelly had about an hour and a half to avoid doing that, and Cooper taking umbrage at that, and rightly so. You'll see both of those players take a sit down for a few minutes.
If you're the Perth Inferno, if you're a fan or a coach or a player, that's exactly what you want to see from Cooper,
Absolutely. Absolutely, you've got to protect your goaltender, especially when you're playing from behind like that. Like they are for the moment, but having said that, have Brisbane stoked a bit of a flame in the Inferno here. See how they respond. It's 5-on-5 on the ice at the moment, even though both sides have a player in the box. We'll see how either side responds.
Rapchuk just tried to feed that pass down the left-hand side, and they just chipped it in as the Lightning make a partial change. The Inferno now trying to go down that right wing. Clinic takes control, just goes all the way back to the defensive blue line, trying to deke her way through the neutral zone. Finds a puck back now and just backhands that one in. Fitzgerald will go in on the forecheck, trying to win in that corner. Does. Gets it back to Clinic, right circle, gets a shot on goal. It's bounced off the chest of King. There's a loose puck that's gone in behind the net. Falling over was Wuthridge. It's a big opportunity for Lindsay Clinic.
Huge.
We know Clinic is a lethal finisher.
Yep. That's a lot more like the Sarah King we're used to. Big save there. A rebound she probably would have liked to have had back, but he does well to minimise the opportunities there. We see again the Inferno back to what has worked well for them, is forcing those shots from out wide.
Shot count is now level at 14-14, so the game is really evened out between these two teams. There's the Lightning on the attack here, down behind the goal line. It gets fed back up to the blue line. Mossman just fans on that one, and then the Inferno just pounces. 3 Inferno players looking to pounce on that puck, so they're getting aggressive, the Inferno. They go down that left wing now. Jakoviak gets stripped of that puck. Inferno. Salmons bounces that one off the boards, only as far as Mossman. Gets held up at the red line. Jakoviak will come in and take control for the Perth Inferno. Finds the captain, Catherine Bailey. That pass gets cut off. Bailey now holds onto the puck and feeds it up to the left-hand side of that blue line. They get a shot towards goal. It goes wide. Just feeding it in front. Jakoviak couldn't track that puck. The Inferno keep it in. Malcolm dumps it in, and Noddle will go in after that one. Pressured by 2 Lightning players. Crompton's there. Do have a delayed penalty here. And as the Lightning touch it up.
Close things out. High
High
sticking call is indicated by the referee. For some reason, the Inferno goaltender all the way down centre ice there, heading back to their net. See our first power play of the evening. I've mentioned it a couple of times so far here, but we've seen it a lot more in this period. The Inferno defence are doing fantastic work of maintaining the attacking blue line. They're doing an excellent job of making sure that they're getting 2 and 3 and 4 opportunities in the attacking zone by marshalling that blue line. Here we see Cooper again.
Cooper now high slot, gets a wrist shot towards goal. That deflects up into the netting.
A bit of defensive PK there out of the Lightning forward, stepping up and deflecting that one high and out of trouble into the netting in front of the restaurant there down at Cockburn.
Cooper keeps that one in at the blue line and just spins and tries to dump it back in, and Rapchuck able to clear. You're just talking about the Inferno blue line, Ben, and it's when you got Georgia McClellan, Catherine Bailey and Aspen Cooper who can really get up and jump up into the offence. You can definitely be aggressive on that blue line.
Absolutely.
And the two Webb sisters are probably more of your stay-at-home defenders. So there's a bit of a good mix there.
As we see Bailey and Cooper on the ice at the moment for this power play, two big bodies. They've got a lot of reach. Obviously that gives them a bit of an advantage at marshalling that blue line. It also means that they've got a few more options when it comes to shooting as well. Like they can change up their angle a little bit more just by virtue of having that longer reach. They can shoot a little bit in closer to themselves or reach a little bit further out and change up that angle, which can be really, really tough to deal with as a goaltender, especially when there's traffic in front, as evidenced by that Cooper goal in the first period.
So you have an Inferno penalty.
Interesting.
So there will be some 4-on-4 hockey. See Fitzgerald on that last play was short-handed, getting a shot on King.
So we'll see a bit of...
Off the face-off, the Lightning. Big slap shot towards goal. That gets deflected wide. There's a puck battle now. Inferno get rid of that one.
Will indeed be icing.
That'll be icing.
Called for in-house, as we could all hear. the spectatorial professionals in-house, keeping us all apprised of what is on and offside. End of the call.
Garbutt now with Brown. Georgia McClellan goes in there to help. Puck bounces out behind the net, but the Lightning strong on the forecheck was Crompton. Tries to feed it back in front. That's cut out by McClellan. Wuthrich does well now. Left circle's got Crompton in front. Feeds it back towards Crompton. Tries to redirect that one. It goes wide. Back up to the blue line now. Wuthrich gets a shot towards goal and King gets down. Makes a save.
Right,
Mossman now tries to dump it in, and McClellan will just hold things up in behind the net. There's 13 seconds remaining on the LaPlante penalty for the Lightning. Mossman gets stripped of the puck by McClellan. It's now 5-on-4. Going forward is McKenzie. Rapchuck does well, just tangles up McKenzie down behind the goal. Now Fitzgerald with speed, takes a blue line, tries to get a shot on goal, but Bailey gets the stick in well. Great defensive work and just clears the danger.
The Perth captain showing why she's in charge. Excellent defensive play.
Wuthrich now stalks the blue line, gets the puck back now, gets a shot towards goal, that goes wide. Fitzgerald finds LaPlante. LaPlante now tries to get a shot towards goal, that's blocked. Noddle got in the way of that one. The Inferno through Bailey will skate it out. The defence to attack now. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Bailey goes down here behind the net.
For a moment, we've got an arm in the air. I think we'll see another.
We do.
Another Inferno advantage here. Perth holding on to that puck, trying to drag out the advantage here, but a tripping call made against Brisbane.
As Bailey went from defence to attack, all three zones, was able to draw the penalty in behind the net. Now, a big opportunity for the Perth Inferno. Coming into this game with a power play percentage of 19.15.
Not the kind of thing you want to deliberately toy with there for Brisbane, but a little bit unfortunate on that call, I think. Perth quite happy to take this opportunity with the advantage.
9 power play goals this season, the Perth Inferno. McClellan now gets a slap shot towards goal, and King gets down low and in between the pads and covers up and holds on.
A non-plus save there for Brisbane. A little bit of traffic there. But, maybe not the obstruction that the Brisbane skater in front there would have liked, but no trouble at all for the goaltender.
Bouncing puck gets past Bailey, but able to keep it in the zone and dump it down low. Lukoviak now. Cooper now. High slot, wrist shot towards goal, looking for a redirect from Scala. Goes behind the net. Lukoviak takes over in this near corner here.
Got an arm up
Another
again.
arm in the air. Salmons looking to feed it back up to Bailey. No one there, and the Lightning touch it up.
We've got a two-player advantage here for a little bit, but just beforehand, Cooper again showing off hockey IQ. Had the opportunity to really power a shot down Main Street, but instead elected to fire it just to the left, as we see right there. It's that tip just to the left of net there. Fantastic opportunity. Showing off again that you really can't give this Inferno defense the time and space to get their shots through, because Cooper will make you pay.
5-on-3 for 1 minute and 7 for the Perth Inferno. Cooper. Salmons, just the top of that right circle, back to Cooper. Go back to Salmons, looking for a lane to shoot. Feeds it into that bumper area. Cooper now gets a wrist shot towards goal. It goes wide. The Lightning able to just lift it up and out.
That's into the length of the ice. 45 seconds of 5-on-3 remaining here.
Scala now will hold on to the puck and take the blue line. Just dumps it back to Bailey. Bailey now feeds it to the left circle. They get a wrist shot towards a blue paint. Scala trying to redirect. Salmon gets a shot on goal. Garbett couldn't put it away off the rebound.
Marvellous.
Bailey now gets a shot towards Meyer. That goes wide. Salmons finds Cooper. Cooper now just holds up, feeds it back into Salmons. Salmons just fans on that one. The Lightning chip it forward now as a race on. Salmon's got some speed. He's tangling there.
Yep, we've got maybe a second.
Might have been Fitzgerald.
Ball there. The Brisbane forechecker has to refine their feet, but 5-on-3 maybe extended here.
We'll see what the call is.
Inferno making the most of their opportunities here, doing their best to set up their attacking zone play with the man advantage. Moving the puck well, probably like to execute a little bit better. Give the Brisbane defense their due credit. There was a magnificent opportunity on that last passage of play earlier. Brisbane goaltender had made a fantastic save and the puck squeaked out to that far post. Brisbane defender there getting there to clear it away and out of harm's way. Maintain their lead, but we are continuing with 5-on-3 for the moment.
McClellan, top of that right circle, gets a shot towards goal and just wide that far post. Cooper finds McClellan, just walking that blue line, plays it towards Noddle, gets a shot towards goal and scores! Marina Noddle coming in at that right circle, gets a power play goal, and we are all tied at 2.
A dangerous shot through traffic. Perth were moving the puck around, waiting for that perfect opportunity, and sometimes all it takes is to just rifle it through some traffic. What do we see? Is that shot using the defender as a screen there. Noddle really picking the near side corner. A bit of a change up, unfortunately, for the Brisbane goaltender. That one's really tough to read. He's moving from left to right and fired to the near side post, but Perth Inferno will still have power play to begin this passage again.
So 5-on-4 in favour of the Perth Inferno. They tied it up at 2-2. Marina Noddle. We have seen over the years Marina Noddle with great hands, deking and dangling. We've seen those hands with that goal. Bailey now. High slot, a wrist shot towards goal at the flex. Goes down low. The Inferno still have it. McClellan finds Scala. Bailey gets a shot towards goal. That goes wide. The Lightning now able to gain control and try and lift it up and out, and they do.
Loft at the length of the ice. Sarah King will watch that one roll straight on past. Of course, the Inferno with the man advantage here, so no icing on that call.
Salmons takes the zone, just holds on to it, looking to set up a backhand pass, and a big slap shot opportunity that goes wide and into the glass. Is winding up on that one, Perth Inferno. As the Lightning now able to win that puck battle along the boards. They'll hold on to the puck, enter the zone. Wuthridge now, high slot, gets a wrist shot towards goal, and King gets down and makes a good pad save. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. The Inferno, they'll go on the attack once again. Lakoviak takes the blue line, gets bodied off it by Mossman. Great defensive work. Still has a puck. The Lightning able to get it out of the zone, and they'll go forward now with time winding down. Mahoney has scored one tonight, has the puck now, feeds it back in front, looking for a redirect there. Goes out the other side, and Noddle now back to 5-on-5 hockey. Noddle gets to the red line and just backhands that one into the zone. It's cut off by the Lightning. They'll bounce it off the boards. Fisher just goes across ice. Mahoney, Crompton at the slap shot, and King makes a terrific save.
Wastes no time shutting that one down. That's the Sarah King we're used to. A little bit of traffic in front there for Brisbane, doing a good job of putting pressure on that goaltender after that first shot. Some players coming in tight, the Perth defence keeping everything under control though. Some nice passing out of Brisbane there. They'll look to keep linking that together.
Off the face-off, puck goes out to that far corner. There's a battle. Cooper just backhands that one in behind the net, and Zoe Webb will take control and feed it along the boards. The Inferno able to exit the zone. Reader will try and chase that one down. Mossman gets there first, pressured by Reader. It's a loose puck. Plays spinning and turning. Crompton just wraps that one around the boards, only as far as Cooper. Cooper now gets a wrist shot towards goal. At the flex wide. Reader now right circle. Fans on that one. McKenzie trying to get a shot. There's a loose puck in front. Mossman just pushes that out to the corner. Reader goes in there trying to win the puck. Fisher chips and tries to chase that one behind the net. Garber gets there. His bodies collide. LaPlante now will push it forward for the Lightning. They'll go down that right wing. So they take the zone. Just trying to feed it back. They've got the puck now. Crompton gets a shot towards goal. That goes wide. The Lightning trying to keep it in. They do through Crompton. Puck is loose. The Lightning take control again. Trying to feed it towards goal. Bounces out to Dixon at the blue line and spins and just dumps it in. McDonald's there trying to get on the end of that one. Brown just backhands that one in behind the net. Garber gets there before McDonald. Cooper now finds Navatsas. Navatsas couldn't release that one as Rapchuk jumped in off the blue line. Reader will take control for the Inferno. We'll get to the red line and just chip that over towards Webb. We'll just dump that in. The defenders jumped up into the rush. The Lightning, though, able to strip the puck. And they'll go back the other way. They just bounce it off the boards. There's no one there. Abby Webb takes control for the Inferno. Just cuts back. Just backhands that one across. Goes past her sister. Finds Reader. The Lightning just trying to keep it in the zone. They can't. Rita does well. Gets to the red line and just dumps that one in. They go and chase after it. Rita will go off for a change. The Lightning, they get the puck behind there, the spin and turn. Wuthridge now. A backhand pass. They go down that right-hand side. The Lightning, it's Fitzgerald, puts the brakes on, waiting for some troops to arrive. Wuthridge now with time to shoot. That gets blocked. Wuthridge shoots again, and King gets down low and makes a save. Bailey just chips that one out, only as far as Rapchuck. Clinic now dumps it down low to Wuthridge. That left circle now, Wuthridge with time. Backhand shot on goal as a bounce, losing puck. The Lightning couldn't get on the end of it. Another shot towards goal, that goes wide. Wuthridge now collects a puck, tries to feed it back in front. Bailey pressures her out of it. Bodies collide. The Lightning keep it in. Now there's a chance, a shot on goal. King makes a great save. That was Fitzgerald.
Clutch save from King there. We saw momentarily we had an arm in the air, so it'll be the Inferno sending someone to the box, but an extended attacking zone opportunity here for Brisbane. Results in an excellent shot from a high danger shooting area right in front, but Sarah King all over it, out to challenge the play. Brisbane will enjoy another opportunity with the numerical advantage.
Lekoviak will sit in the box. The Lightning win that face-off and Crompton just dumps it in, but it bounced off the boards to Cooper and we'll just try and wrap that one around and out.
Go up out of play. But we will see.
So a big 50 seconds here for the Perth Inferno.
Yeah, they will have.
And it looks like Cooper might be called for a delay of the game.
Yeah, that penalty that we all know and love. They'll go and sit. Brisbane will get their opportunity with the double advantage here to close out certainly this next frame of this second period.
And the Lightning
obviously will be to take a lead and then begin the next period with the one-man advantage.
13.70% on the power play this season. The Brisbane Lightning heading into this weekend. 10 goals scored. Clinic. Wuthridge just holds it up on the blue line. They'll just cycle it around. Fitzgerald tries to feed it back to Wuthridge. Wuthridge has it now. Clinic just looking for a shooting lane. Didn't like what she saw. Just tried to feed it towards Fitzgerald, but it beat everyone. Now the puck is getting held down behind the goal line. The Lightning able to win the puck battle momentarily. It was Crompton. Bailey does well, and now Noddle gets in there for the Inferno, just holding onto the puck. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Crompton now has the puck at this left circle for the Lightning. Just dumps it back off to Clinic. Clinic now just fans on that one. And the Inferno able to clear with time winding down in the period.
Really unlucky for Clinic there. Really unlucky for Clinic there. The ice surface really not cooperating,
and that'll do it
with either side here.
2 periods of play. It was a big penalty kill in the last 50 seconds for the Perth Inferno. And after 2 periods of play, we are all tied at 2-2. We have a gripping game here at Cockburn Ice Arena in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. We've got a big third period coming up, Ben.
Huge, huge. Everything to play for, and only one more frame to play it in. Should mention, I think I misspoke several times during that period. I mistakenly called Sasha King Sarah King. So my apologies, no disrespect intended.
Happens
so
to the best of us,
I do apologise. Well, it's best to just sort of take that one on the chin and own up to it as soon as one knows.
Absolutely.
As soon as one knows.
Well, that first period...
I only had about 9 messages about it.
That first period, the Brisbane Lightning, they outshot the Perth Inferno 13-9, but in that second period, the Inferno were up 13-7, so a bit of a change from one period to the next, and now we are all tied at 2-2.
Well, it's going to be interesting heading into this third period. We'll find out if it is indeed that end of the ice that is doing it all. I can't imagine it will be. Everybody just wants to.
We'll have a break. Yes, absolutely. We'll have a break for a short second period intermission and ice cut, and we'll come back for a massive third period here at Cockburn Ice Arena. This is the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. We are tied at 2-2 between the Perth Inferno and the Brisbane Lightning. Welcome back to Cockburn Ice Arena. As we see in the footage right now, some Perth Thunder players getting in amongst the action here, building the pyramid and enjoying themselves. And we are enjoying ourselves here as well. We have a 2-2 game between the Brisbane Lightning and the Perth Inferno. Ben Chalker, how high can that pyramid get by the end of this third period?
We're at 4 layers right now. They haven't got a fifth one on there just yet. It looks like they've reached the maximum width of the table underneath. So we will see what happens, whether they manage to engineer their way out sideways again. If they bring another table over, maybe they can butt them up together and get that all the way up to the glass, but we'll see what happens.
And we have a look at the head-to-heads here after 2 periods of play, as the two teams are locked in at 2 goals apiece. Inferno leading the shot count 22-20. Sasha King with a .900 save percentage after 2 periods, and Katie Meyer with a .909. 5 penalties to 4. 1 power play goal to Marina Noddle for the Perth Inferno. And the penalties, we had 0 penalties in that first period, Ben, but 5 penalties to the Inferno and 4 to Lightning. It really changed up in that second period as both teams got physical. Bit of a push and shove. We had a bit of a snow shower, some collisions in the boards, a boarding call. It was all happening in that second period.
Yes, I think I've fallen afoul of the commentator's curse, mentioning that it was a clean sheet for penalties in that first period. The referees obviously heard that, psychically adapted, and said, right, everybody's taken a seat. As we saw nine total penalties in that second period. Lots of odd advantage play there. Obviously favouring the Thunder as they manage to square things up heading into this third period.
As we have a look at the road ahead as well for these two teams, as we look at the Perth Inferno, the next 3 games coming up for them. Obviously tomorrow the back half of this back-to-back, and then next weekend they have 2 back-to-back games against the Adelaide Rush on February 7 and 8. And the Brisbane Lightning, they will play the Perth Inferno tomorrow, and then they will have back-to-back games against the Melbourne Ducks on February 7 and 8. The Melbourne Ducks are still looking for their first win in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League as an expansion team this season. As we get set for the opening face-off for this third period.
Excellent opportunity for the Ducks next weekend. The Brisbane on the road 2 weeks in a row. That'll take its toll. And they'll obviously be looking to capitalise on that opportunity.
And we are underway. We will see what is in store in this third period for this right-hand side that seems to be the shooting and scoring end. The Brisbane Lightning are on a 5-on-3 power play. Wuthridge now gets a wrist shot towards goal, and it deflects. Goes in behind the net against the glass. Lightning regain control. Wuthridge now just backs up to the blue line, holds onto the pucks. So we have a delayed call, Inferno penalty on the way again. That shot is blocked.
Stinging off of the shins of Inferno number 3 there. That makes their way to the bench in short order.
The Lightning now going behind King. Just hold on to the puck. We still see the arm up in the air, but now the Inferno will touch it up. And we'll have another penalty.
And the ice in that far corner there, deciding to hang on to that puck momentarily. It is a warm one outside in Perth this afternoon, so the ice surface conditions do reflect that. Unfortunately, it is in the middle of summer here, so it is just something that we've got to deal with.
You can see it just behind the glass there in that.
Yeah.
You see the bit of light coming through. It is
rather bright outside, middle afternoon over there.
Off the face-off, Wuthridge now gets a wrist shot towards King, gets down with the right pad and makes a save. Crompton now back up to the blue line, finds Clinic looking for a lane, goes down to the right circle, and the Inferno able to clear it, relieve the pressure. Clinic just trying to control that one, having a bit of trouble. As we see there, the puck just stopping again in behind the net. As you just mentioned, Ben, the heat outside is causing all sorts of drama.
As will happen. So, the unfortunate side effects of being in Australia. It's a little bit difficult to keep ice at the optimal temperature in the middle of summer. But it is the kind of thing that does affect both teams equally, as we see it Really the puck sticking at both ends of the ice there.
Inferno able to clear that one. Wuthridge will go back for the Lightning and collect and go from defence to attack. All three zones take the blue line. Wrist shot from that right circle gets deflected up and over the net. Wuthridge will chase after that one. Fitzgerald now takes over in the corner, tries to feed it back in front. Rapchak is jumping in off the blue line at the Inferno. They just relieve the pressure and clear it.
Lead pass went astray there, unfortunately for Brisbane. Sneaking up on 40 seconds remaining with this two-person advantage. Head back to their own defensive zone.
Face off to the right of Meyer. Inferno win it. Cooper gets a wrist shot towards goal and off the chest of Meyer. Bounces out. There's an opportunity there for Mackenzie. Couldn't quite control it and get the shot away. Kept in at the blue line by the Inferno. They just risked that one towards goal. Mackenzie tried to deflect it towards the net. Salmons now just battling away against two Lightning players. Just dumps that one back in.
And they would up as much time as possible remaining on this 5-on-4. 8 seconds left.
Mahoney takes the blue line, just holds onto the puck and cuts back up towards the blue line. Just tries to dump it to Rapchak. Just didn't read that pass and they'll have to retreat to neutral zone. Rapchak holds onto it. Takes the red line, now the blue line. Dangles her way into the left circle. Rapchak now gets a shot towards goal. And that goes wide. Big opportunity there for the defender. Mossman just dumps it back in. Mahoney will chase after that one. Picks up the puck behind King. Tries to backhand that one down low. Gets cut off by the Inferno. They keep it in though, the Lightning. Mahoney, great hands. Mahoney now tries to feed it back in front. And Webb does fantastic. Zoe Webb, great defensive play there just to block that pass. Perfect. And the Inferno now through Salmons. Puck is held up at the red line. The Lightning, they win the puck battle. They just go back to the defence. They just chip it up that left-hand side. They'll try and go through centre ice. Makoviak gets a stick in there. Fitzgerald now controls the bouncing puck. Holds on to it. The right circle outnumbered. Feeds into the high slot. Wuthridge now with time and space. Shoots towards goal. That goes wide. It's a big opportunity there for Wuthridge. Couldn't quite clear it. Wuthridge will take over. It goes in behind King. It's pressured by Bailey along the boards. Two big bodies collide there. Puck goes into this corner. The Inferno now through Noddle. Able to control it. Noddle now takes a zone. Gets a wrist shot towards goal. That gets deflected. Getting a stick in there. Fantastic defensive work from the Lightning. And they'll go back the other way now. Clinic now down that left wing. Just chips it. Tries to get past Bailey and that goes up and out of play.
And Brisbane really pressing their advantage here. So far we've seen an opportunity here. Some marvellous puck work there from the Brisbane defender to get all of the way from their own blue line down in tight, forcing Sasha King to make another textbook save in tight to maintain this 2-all tie.
We have seen that throughout this game. The Australian international Rapchak happy to jump up into a rush.
Both sides defensive units not at all afraid to activate. Really press their advantage into the attacking zone, as we see it happening here for Perth.
Yeah, Mackenzie tries to feed that one in front, but that was cut off by Goonan. Now there's a battle along the boards. Reader's in there for the Inferno. McDonald takes control and just feeds it down that left-hand side. It beats everyone, and that'll be icing.
Unfortunate there, the lead pass just a little bit too far ahead with the Brisbane attack. We'll come all of the way back down to the left of screen. Perth looking to win another face-off in the attacking zone. As we see Cooper lined up immediately in front of us. Obviously they'll be looking to get the puck to her. Try and force that through on the goal. No such luck.
Now the Inferno, Georgia McClellan now. Looking to go on the attack, just holds on to the puck. He's got time at that right circle, gets a wrist shot towards goal and scores! Georgia McClellan from the neutral zone. takes the offensive zone, has time and space at that right circle, and the Inferno take the lead.
McClellan buys her time, all the time in the world. Picked up the puck on her own blue line and then just saw the seas part. Great work, holding on to the puck. Skating out wide, buying herself time and space, and then just rifling top corner. I've said it a couple of times now, the defensive unit for Perth, really lethal. Really lethal.
It's a big goal for the Inferno, having to battle with some short-handed penalties. So Lightning feed that one in front. There's no one home. Now the Inferno down the left wing. Malcolm just chips it in. They're happy to chase after it. Lakoviak's there, gets there first for the Inferno. Just holds onto the puck in that far corner. Rapchuk now, spinning and turning, pressured by Noddle. Tries to play it along the boards. Able to find a teammate. They try and go across ice as Mahoney was looking to skate onto that one, but Webb does fantastic. Great stick work from Zoe Webb. Dixon just spinning and playing that one out off the boards. We have a whistle.
Just an offside, I believe. Deemed intentional, so we'll go all the way to the right of screen.
So a big opportunity for the Lightning now with the number one line out there, Clinic, Fitzgerald and Wuthridge, getting an offensive zone face-off.
Sure,
they do win it, the Lightning. Wuthridge now. Just holding on to it. Just feeding off to Clinic. Clinic now. The plant. Up to the blue line. Gets a wrist shot towards goal. A redirection. It goes into the logo.
Quick whistle there.
It was a quick whistle.
The referee
so bounced out.
King would have had that one under wraps, and Brisbane will be debating the merits of the rapidity on that whistle, but no foul. And kept that one out.
It was Mossman just getting a little wrist shot on goal.
Tipped in front. Brisbane obviously be looking to do that quite a few more times. So the beer tower in the background there has widened out.
Off the face-off, Clinic gets a shot on goal and King makes a save, and Cooper's there to clean up. Mossman keeps it in the blue line and just dumps it back in behind the net. McClellan scored the go-ahead goal, able to clear it for the Inferno. The Lightning, though, will get back defensively. They'll take control. Mossman couldn't reach that one. Garbutt now spins and gets a shot towards Meyer, not taking any chances. Covers up.
The Inferno absolutely not backing away, not easing up in any way, shape or form here. In quick on the forecheck, getting the puck to the net, and then very quickly two Inferno forwards on top of the net, looking for anything loose around the net. Brisbane will have to keep an eye on that. Make sure they're not overcommitting in the attacking zone and giving up opportunities back in their own.
Bit of a scramble. The puck getting held up in the skates. Cooper with a wrist shot from the blue line. Meyer makes a save. Gets fed back into the slot. Another shot on goal. There's a loose puck. Digging away at it. The Inferno. It was Navatsas getting the pass. Streaking in the slot there. Got a shot on goal. But Meyer did well.
Yeah, Meyer coming up big in her own zone there. The Inferno, as mentioned, not backing away at all. A couple of consecutive opportunities here. Beautiful pass there. That one fed back for a lovely opportunity in front, but Brisbane netminder up to the task.
Cooper's shot goes wide. The lining through Fisher, falling and just playing it across ice. Inferno pressured out of the zone. Yeah, they were. They go back on the attack. The Inferno. Shot from Salmons gets blocked in front. The Lightning now just wrap that one off the boards. Fisher trying to feed it towards Mahoney. Cut off by the Inferno. Lightning have to retreat for the delayed offside. Gives the Inferno time. From their own zone, trying to feed it through centre ice. Couldn't find Salmons. The Lightning cut that one off. Lakoviak, though, trying to dangle their way into the offensive zone. Malcolm takes over, dumps it, and goes after her own puck. Tries to feed it back in front. Bounced off the side of the goal. Abby Webb now from the blue line gets a wrist shot towards Maya, just paddles that one aside. McDonald. The Lightning now feed it back to McDonald. Gets to the blue line, just chips it in. They're going in on the forecheck. Bailey just cutting back and doing a great job to elude McDonald. The Inferno now couldn't stick the pass. McDonald takes over, just backhands that one in deep. Bailey will go back and get the puck again. Just lift that up and into the neutral zone. Mossman gets back defensively for the Lightning. Lightning trying to find a clean passage through the neutral zone. We have a whistle.
Either side content to give up their own blue line here, giving our cameraman a heck of a time going back and forth. As we see there, again, we've mentioned it several times now so far, the Inferno's blue line doing excellent work maintaining that attacking zone, turning that into subsequent opportunities.
The Lightning will go on a power play here. Too many players for the Perth Inferno.
Critical opportunity here for the visiting side.
It's a big period in the game, this one, because this third period it's been fairly tight in terms of scoring and shots on goal in this third period. We haven't really had a lot of clear-cut opportunities.
Certainly has.
Very tight defensively.
Both sides very reluctant to give away clean opportunities towards their net.
The Lightning win that draw. Wuthridge to Crompton for Plant. Plays it down low. They'll hold on toward the line. They go across ice now. Clinic gets a shot towards King. It goes wide. The Lightning will take over again. They keep it in. Wuthridge couldn't get it past Scala. Scala gets the puck back now. Try and skate clear. Just doesn't have the foot speed. Just dumps it back in, and Salmons, who is quick, will chase after that one. Clinic just spins and turns and tries to play it out. So Inferno try and keep it in. It gets dumped back in behind Meyer. So Inferno killed off some valuable seconds in this power play for the Lightning. Clinic now down that left wing, takes a zone and just holds on to it, spins and turns. Still has the puck. Feeds it back up to the blue line. Wuthridge now goes across ice in his right circle. A shot towards goal. Wuthridge now in the slot, gets a wrist shot towards goal. That goes wide. Clinic will take over. Finds Wuthridge. Wuthridge at the blue line. Fakes a slap shot and they get a shot towards King. And King gets down and makes a great save.
See a couple of excellent opportunities here for the Lightning. King just in the way. At no point looking like there was really much of an opportunity there for Brisbane. They were moving the puck well. They're generating their shot lanes, but Sasha King just looking for all of the world insurmountable.
Clinic just holding onto the puck, dumps it back to Fitzgerald at the blue line. Finds Wuthridge now, top of that right circle, gets a wrist shot towards goal. Finds its way to Garbutt. Inferno trying to clear it, and they do now. Now the race is on. The Inferno putting pressure on, short-handed. The Lightning win out though. They'll go back the other way now. They take the zone. Feed it back towards the slot, beat everyone. Puck bounces out to this near corner. And we have a whistle.
Unclear why. Find out momentarily, but Brisbane had possession there. I would speculate that perhaps Perth are going to have an advantage here now. Some way, somehow. Unfortunately, all we can do is really speculate here for the moment. Until we find out for certain. Yeah, there's 2 minutes on the clock there, so by the look of it,
yep,
the home side will have a number advantage in 13 short seconds.
Two minutes for tripping. Here's the call. Sasha King has really shut the door as well, Ben, after those.
Very much so. Oh,
Yep.
yes, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty tough to miss that one. Quick shot on off the... Oh, goodness me.
Off the crossbar. That was a quick shot off the face-off. I didn't see it.
We nearly missed it as well.
Inferno able to keep it in the zone. Salmons now gets a wrist shot towards Mayo, gets down and makes a good save. Makoviak finds it in the corner. Noddle now feeds it back towards Salmons. Salmons now trying to control the puck. Able to gather it now. Salmons dumps it off to Bailey. Bailey with a wrist shot towards goal. That goes wide. McClellan now dumps it down low to Lakoviak. Back to McClellan. Finds Salmons at the blue line. Bailey gets a shot towards goal. That goes wide. Inferno will keep it in the zone. McClellan and the Lightning able to relieve the pressure. McClellan will go straight back in on the attack now. Left circle, wrist shot towards goal. There is a rebound opportunity. Rapchuk though trying to clear it. The Lightning get it out now and they'll go forward now. Short-handed the Lightning. Deking away through, trying to get a shot on goal. It stretches King. How's Fitzgerald with speed. Now back the other way. 35 seconds remaining. It's cut off. Clinic now gets a wrist shot towards goal. That gets deflected. Fitzgerald will take over. In behind the net. Behind King. Tries to feed it back towards Clinic. It's cut off. Salmons now. Just cuts back. Holds onto the puck. Waiting for some teammates. Tries to feed it towards goal. There's a loose puck. The Inferno trying to get onto it. Scala spinning and shooting. Now Mossburn able to just shovel it out as time winds down on the penalty. Big penalty kill for the Lightning.
Fantastic kill for the visiting side. Managing to generate a couple of opportunities for themselves, and unfortunately they'll be back on the kill here. Just an errant stick through centre ice. We'll unfortunately see the home side get another advantage.
Zoe Webb just skating clear of the Inferno zone, able to draw the penalty.
Yep. Just taking a swing to try and knock that puck free, but well read by the Inferno player there to move the puck out of harm's way and draw a penalty for themselves.
Perth Inferno timeout.
A quick look at the previous passage of play to open that power play. Inferno ringing one off the crossbar rather quickly. Brisbane netminder standing tall.
Have seen a lot of bodies on the line blocking shots from both teams in this game.
And it's been going on the entire game. It's fantastic to see. Two teams very hungry for it, as we see Brisbane trying short-handed there, generating scoring chances. More saves there from Brisbane. They'll be very happy with that, but much happier to be down the other end as Maya makes their way back into their net.
They've only scored one short-handed goal this season, the Brisbane Lightning. The Perth Inferno haven't given up a short-handed goal this season.
Oh dear, it's just statistics, but mentioning it out loud makes people very nervous. Doogie? Myself among them.
Off the face-off. The Inferno, that's block shot from Cooper. Now the Lightning will go forward short-handed. They get a shot towards King and that goes wide. Straight off the face-off, as I mentioned it, they go forward short-handed, the Brisbane Lightning. The Inferno now, what can they work out here on the attack? Trying to feed it back towards Salmons, who was heading towards the net. Went out the other side. Bailey now controlling it at the blue line, keeping it in the zone. They still have it. The Inferno. Salmons just tries a backhand pass towards Garbutt.
High-risk play on their own blue line there from Brisbane, trying to force the play out of the zone, maybe get an opportunity down the other end.
Salmons finds Bailey. It just bounces over the stick. Crompton will go and
puck
pressure
there.
Bailey. As Bailey falls over and
We've
Crompton has their arms in the air, not happy with the call.
Arguing a case rather vociferously. Rightly so. That will be double the advantage now for the home side. I mentioned briefly there before.
Colourful
the
language.
Lightning trying to double up the pressure at the blue line, but it's a risky play for the visiting side there, as I've mentioned several times. The Inferno just doing incredible work maintaining the blue line in the attacking zone, as they did several times there on that last passage of play. The Lightning.
So 3 penalties in the last 3 minutes for the Brisbane Lightning.
5 on 3 for at least a minute here. Lightning not shying away, putting forecheck
Now the
in.
Lightning short-handed. Trying to get a shot on goal as Wuthridge. There's a loose puck, and now a big slap shot towards goal, and that goes high and wide. That's from Mossman.
Whistle for some reason there. The puck was in play. Maybe the official lost sight of it. Not pretty understandable there. Seemed to be Sasha King had that one in the glove, but it was off to the far side of the ice.
Offensive zone face-off for the Brisbane Lightning. The 5 on 3.
Don't see that very often.
Inferno go forward. Hold up the puck as Cooper just feed into the cross ice. Scarlett now with time to shoot. His body's in front. Couldn't get through. Bailey now back up to the blue line. Feeds it D to D to Cooper. Bailey now with a one-timer towards goals. A loose puck and they score! Grace Garbutt in front. Found the loose puck and extends the Inferno lead.
Again, the Inferno defense unit activating from the blue line, firing pucks through traffic, and now finally managing to pick up something loose in front of the net there. As we see, Meyer makes 1 save, 2 save, and then the third one, unfortunately, just not able to get at that one. Made 2 excellent kick saves, but just unfortunately not enough. Too many Inferno players in the crease there for them to do much about it, and that one comes at the 5 on 3 advantage for the home side as they extend their lead.
It was a really good first save too off a redirect.
Oh, it was
Katie
fantastic.
Meyer.
Even the second save, even the second opportunity there, managed to get foot on it. Just couldn't get to it, unfortunately.
So it's still 5 on 3 here for the Perth Inferno. Bailey now, wrist shot, good save from Meyer. Scala finds the puck.
2 excellent saves from Meyer there.
Bailey now gets it to Cooper, wrist shot towards goal, and Meyer makes a save. It's a loose puck, and Scala tries to rip one from that left circle, and the Lightning get a body in the way, but Bailey keeps it in. Finds Scala. Scala now to Cooper for one-timer. That goes wide. Scala, top of that left circle, feeds it back to Cooper. Now Salmons. Salmons trying to feed it across to Bailey. It gets there now. Bailey just backing up to the blue line. Finds Cooper again. Cooper with a wrist shot towards goal. It goes wide. Lakoviak in behind the net. Trying to feed it back up towards Salmons, and Clinic elected not to clear it. Tried to deke her way through and dangle her way through. Inferno able to keep it in the zone. Salmons now. Backhand pass back up to Cooper. Bailey now. Scala gets a shot towards goal. A good save from Meyer. Scala still has it now with time to shoot. That's blocked. They can't get it out. The Inferno. Now the Lightning. They'll go forward. Fitzgerald now. One-on-one opportunity with King. Tries a shot on goal. King makes a save, but we have a penalty call.
We'll get a penalty shot.
We have a penalty shot.
Rightly so. Sasha King makes an excellent save there, but Bailey, desperation, had to try and haul down the opportunity there.
Yeah.
Big hook there, right into the hands, yeah.
Just trying to
That's
go
a call
forehand to
every
backhand.
single time.
Just to feed the speed of Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
And now Fitzgerald will take the penalty shot for the Brisbane Lightning. He's been outstanding this season, Annie Fitzgerald.
Absolutely. Has looked threatening multiple times tonight too.
Scored 13 goals on the season for the Brisbane Lightning as Annie Fitzgerald, so has been one of the go-tos for this Brisbane Lightning team, and on that top line with Clinic and Wuthridge.
There's I think both teams, you'd be hard-pressed to have probably a better selection for either side here. Given the choice, this is pretty much how you draw it up for either side. Fitzgerald v King.
So Fitzgerald v King, the biggest moment in this game for the Brisbane Lightning. A big opportunity here. The penalty shot to get one back. Fitzgerald now. In on King. King way out of it now. Fitzgerald forward, backhand and scores! Fitzgerald, great hands. Took her time. Found her way past King. They get one back. The Brisbane Lightning.
They'll draw within one. Fitzgerald looked like she had it on a string here. Look at that. In control. Every inch of the way. Unbelievable. Incredible control from Fitzgerald there. Incredible. Lightning draw back within one.
Absolutely. The Perth Inferno, they lead this one 4-3, and we are all set for a big back half of this third period. Annie Fitzgerald has done it all season for the Brisbane Lightning. Yeah, it comes up big there in the penalty shot.
Yeah, I suspect we'll be seeing that highlight for quite a while, and rightly so. Few short minutes remaining in this third period, and then a very brief sleep, and then we see these two teams back at it again tomorrow.
Annie Fitzgerald, the former NCAA Boston University product, showing all the experience and the skill there.
Didn't even have the class to look like it was difficult either. You know, looked in complete control from the red line the whole way in. Bit of deliberation about how we proceed from here. Both sides with 5-on-5 on the ice. Crowd starting to get rowdy. The two centres playing a little bit of imaginary face-off before we get back underway.
Shot count is 11-11 in this third period.
Goodness me. Doubly impressive for the Lightning. They've been short-handed for a significant portion of this third period. So
we did talk about these two teams coming into this game as well, Ben, with the Inferno on a 9-game win streak, the Lightning on a 5-game win streak, and you can see it out there on the ice in this game.
Absolutely. There's no shortcoming that you could point to for either side here.
And both goaltenders
big
have been absolutely outstanding as well.
Yes, they have.
So far in this game.
Both been absolutely superb. And we knew that from the outset. Both sides have a track record through this season of excellent goaltending. So it's really no surprise at all that we've seen a real duel of the keepers. Both sides playing desperate and hungry in front of each of their keepers. No one shying away from putting body on the line. Playing fully bought in hockey on both sides.
As we just wait for play to resume here.
Yeah. Really not sure what the discussion is as we scramble to fill airtime.
You see
Back
here.
there's that play. This is the tail end of play on that last 5-on-3
Some big
passage
saves
beforehand, and here's what
from
led up
Meyer.
to the last goal.
See
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald with the speed, and then we see this penalty shot. Just taking her time, just a quick hands, forehand the backhand, a bit of a fake. It's able to slide it past King.
You kids watching at home, look at the posture. Look at Fitzgerald's posture on the way in there. Planted in her feet.
So after all that, we have some 4-on-4 hockey. So trying to work out all of the penalties that have stacked up in this third period, but we are settled on 4-on-4 hockey.
We'll get that figured out. Speculate away in the comments as the game unfolds.
Cooper now for the Inferno. We'll just chip and try and chase after our own puck, and Crompton will get there first behind the net and just spin and turn. He's trying to backhand that out. There's a shot from Garbutt. That goes wide. The Lightning now. 3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the period for the Lightning to get even. Madison LaPlante now will go forward for the Lightning. Feeds that one to Wuthridge, down low. Wuthridge up to Mossman at the blue line. Mossman now feeding it down low to LaPlante. Trying to find Crompton. That's cut off by the Inferno. As the Lightning are on a 5-on-4 power play. So a big opportunity here for the Lightning as that puck that bounced off the end boards and King covers up.
Yeah, King taking no chances there. Puck off the end wall, probably sensible. Given the Lightning bearing down on them there. Lightning with just a hair under a minute of number advantage to begin this next passage of play. And one short on the board.
The Lightning now. 33 seconds remaining. Fitzgerald. It's a wrist shot towards King and scores!
Oh my goodness!
Annie Fitzgerald ties it up for the Brisbane Lightning.
From
A wrist shot from the high slot. We are tied at 4-4.
Could not have had more traffic in front. Perfectly executed for Brisbane there. They've worked it all the way along the blue line twice there, as we see players sort of moving in tight, and then not sure whether that got tipped sort of at the hash marks or not, but Brisbane claw their way back and tie this one up. We may well get bonus hockey.
Did we expect anything else from these two teams coming in form? The two informed teams of the competition. We have a timeout here. The two informed teams of the competition come into this weekend.
Brisbane coaching staff outlining their plan of attack for the remainder of this, but
So we have a look at the goals for this period. Just a beautiful finish from McClellan.
As I was saying earlier on in the broadcast, the reach for the tall player there, being able to change up their shooting attack. Yet again, penalty shot. I mentioned there before, looking at the posture there. Planted on her feet, and we see that again here. Solidly on her feet, head up, eyes on the prize. Converting twice in a row. Clutch play from number 25.
So Annie Fitzgerald with a penalty shot goal and a power play goal has dragged the Brisbane Lightning level with 2:44 remaining in the period. As the Inferno go on the attack, as they dump it in. Malcolm will get there first in the corner as bodies collide. Wuthridge is there as well.
Two big instances of contact in the Perth attacking zone there.
Now the Lightning go forward again. It's Fitzgerald again trying to go on the backhand and scores!
Oh my
Annie
word.
Fitzgerald! The Lightning take the lead. Fitzgerald has turned this game on its head with speed. Cutting in. Lightning lead at 5-4.
Goodness me. A stretch pass there and just an unfortunate bounce for the Inferno defense there, way back on the halfway line. I'm a little bit lost for words, mate. Like an outrageous turn of events has decided almost on her own. Obviously not on her own. There are, Fitzgerald has been the hero so far, but it's been all 6 Lightning players on the ice at any given time giving their all. And the home crowd suddenly quieted with 2 minutes remaining in this particular tip.
And now the Inferno, can they get it back? A shot towards goal. Goes wide. They regain control in behind the net. The blue line, Cooper tries to play it down low to Scala. Goes in behind the net. McKenzie's there for the Inferno. The Lightning now just trying to bounce it off the boards. It's Rapchuk controlling the puck, just holding on to it. Still got it, does Rapchuk. Pressure by Salmon. Salmon's now able to try and gather that puck. The Lightning able to push it out wide. McClellan keeps it in at the blue line. Lightning players lost the stick, but they're able to skate away with it now.
Socketed
Crompton
over
now.
into the corner there.
Centre ice just dumps it in on King and makes a save. The Inferno bounces off the boards, but no one's there. Noddle at the red line. Couldn't control it. Clinic now will go forward. Takes the red line, now the blue line. Just holds on to the puck. The Lightning will be happy to just run the clock away here. Feeds it back up to the blue line. Mossman now just dumps it back down low. Cooper for the Inferno tries to wrap it around the boards. Wuthridge stops that one. Salmons has gone in there to dig away at it. 54 seconds remaining in the period. The puck gets held up.
None of that.
We have a whistle.
Stop play. Will they bring it out of the zone or will they keep it in that corner? Looks like they'll keep it in the corner there. Brisbane keeping their same unit on the ice. The Inferno changing up a couple of skaters.
Off the face off, the Inferno, they win it. Cooper stumpers it in behind the net. They'll try and go out this right-hand side. 44 seconds remaining. That's cut off by Wuthridge. It's a big defensive play in the neutral zone from Emma Wuthridge. It's a Lightning. They try to feed her forward, and that'll be icing.
On the icing there. Linesman conscious of how this game is unfolding. They're calling that icing nice and quick.
So the Inferno, they'll have an offensive zone face-off, and will they pull the goalie?
Crucially, Brisbane don't get a change in personnel, having iced the puck there.
The Inferno we have an empty net.
The last adjustment to personnel.
So empty net for the Perth Inferno.
False start there.
There's a
with 6 in the zone.
Off the face-off, the Lightning able to control it. Salmons goes into that corner to put the pressure on the Inferno. Want to win it back. It's 27 seconds remaining in the period. We do have an empty net. Sticking away at it. Salmons now has the puck in behind the net. Goes loose though. The Lightning able to collect it. Just chip it up along the boards. Goes all the way down the other end of the ice. No icing. It's waved away. 10 seconds remaining.
big chase in the dying seconds there.
Puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Salmon's now trying to get on the end of that one. 2 seconds remaining in the period. Bodies fall over. And that'll do it. The Brisbane Lightning, they come across the country. They walk into Cockburn Ice Arena. And Annie Fitzgerald says, no thank you. We're going to walk away with the points. Some big, big goals in this third period. And the Lightning win it 5-4.
Fitzgerald living up to the name on the front of her jersey and striking in quick succession 3 times in the third period, which astounding, game-breaking play. The Brisbane Lightning, number 25, receiving her well-earned accolades from her teammates there, and being gently shoved to the front of the line to lead the handshake group before giving way to the backup goalie.
And you see both goalies here, Katie Meyer and Sasha King, are both outstanding. What a contest we've had tonight, Ben,
Absolutely
between these
unreal.
2 teams.
Unreal.
1 goal separating them. The 2 informed teams coming into the weekend. Plenty of goal scorers.
The best part is, mate, we've got another round tomorrow. We're back here. We get to do it again. We get to do it again tomorrow. It's going to be huge. I said it in the outset that this was going to be a slugfest. It lived up to that. And now we get tomorrow to look forward to as well. What a great time to be a hockey fan, mate.
Absolutely. End-to-end hockey, power play goals, a penalty shot. This game had it all here tonight at Cockburn Ice Arena. But it was the Brisbane Lightning. They were able to take away the points. Annie Fitzgerald, a penalty shot goal, power play goal, an unassisted goal. And the Brisbane Lightning
will take home a crucial 3 points this afternoon. I believe that leapfrogs them ahead of the Inferno, or at least level with them. Yep, no, that'll leapfrog them ahead.
It will. So the Brisbane Lightning, they will leapfrog into
32 points.
Into second position. As we see the 2 teams there just acknowledging the crowd. But as you said, we'll be back here again tomorrow for the second half of this back-to-back weekend between the Perth Inferno and the Brisbane Lightning. 10:45 a.m. local time here at Cockburn Ice Arena. It was the Brisbane Lightning taking away the points here. 5-4 over the Perth Inferno. As we see the pyramid there from the Australian
Still
Ice
only
Hockey
4
League.
levels.
Brisbane Thunder players enjoying the action here this evening.
Fantastic to see those guys out, getting into the arena, supporting their sister side. Didn't go their way this afternoon, unfortunately, but I have to imagine they'll be out again tomorrow morning to cheer on the Inferno.
So that'll do it here tonight between the Brisbane Lightning and the Perth Inferno. The Lightning, they take it 5-4. An entertaining game, back and forth, plenty of action. And we'll be back here tomorrow to round out the weekend here at the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. We are Thought Fox Media Group. My name is Andrew McDougall. Alongside me has been Ben Chalker. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow morning here at Cockburn Ice Arena.